What's up guys, we'll be here. So for this DIY video, we'll be replacing the front and rear differential gear oil and the transfer case gear oil of the 4x4 Hilux Conquest, the N80 Hilux or 8th generation Hilux. So let's get started. Alright, so here are the things that you'll be needing to do this DIY. So let's start first with the front and rear differentials. So of course, first of all, our differential gear oil. According to the owner's manual, you'll be needing a Toyota differential gear oil LT GL575W85. But of course, this one is hard to find here in the Philippines and it's very expensive per liter. If I remember correctly, it will cost somewhere around 1,000 to 2,000 pesos per liter. I'll just display the correct price here at the screen. Since the Toyota Hilux here in the Philippine market doesn't have an LSD, it's fine to use the regular differential gear oil from Toyota. So it's a GL585W90 differential gear oil. So for the front diff, you'll be needing 1.6 liters, and then for the rear with differential lock, you'll be needing 3.6 liters. So that's with the differential gear oils, and of course we'll be needing a 24mm socket or open-ended wrench, and if you're gonna use a socket, of course your ratchet, and some sort of pump to put our new fluid into the differential, something like this. And of course gloves to protect our hands, a 10mm Allen key for the front dip plugs, and of course to catch a pan to catch all of those old gear oil, and some sort of cleaning agent like this brake cleaner to clean some drips or mess on our job. And of course, let's not forget our gasket plugs for the plugs of our differential so that no oil will leak over time. So here's the part number for the differential plugs. So yeah, you could buy this at any Toyota dealership. Same with the gear oil. Alright, so let's start with the rear differential first. But before we remove the drain plug, or before we drain the differential gear oil at the rear differential, make sure that you could remove the filler plug first. So if you did not check that and then you immediately remove the drain plug and then you cannot remove the filler plug, then you cannot fill the differential with a new gear oil. Alright, so before you remove any plug on the differential, make sure to put your drain pan underneath the differential so that any drips of the differential gear oil will just end up on the pan and not on the floor. So you could also remove your spare tire to give you extra space, but I'm too lazy to do it today. So just grab your 24mm socket and then break this loose. So rotate it counterclockwise to open the filler plug. So at first it's a little difficult since it won't really budge. You could grab yourself a breaker bar so that it will give you more leverage in opening that filler plug. You could also lift your vehicle so that you could have more space underneath your rig or your 4x4. See, with the breaker bar, everything's easy. And now time to open the drain plug. So using the same 24mm socket, just put it in there and rotate it counterclockwise as well. If you're having difficulties opening it up, you could use your breaker bar again. And just continue by hand once you have cracked it loose. You could also put pressure to the socket so when it's already completely loose or free, it won't make a mess. I'll try my best to do that. Alright, so surprisingly, after doing a lot of river crossing, we still have a clean differential gear oil. So I'm just taking a sample so that I could have a comparison. And we also don't have any sort of large metallic chunk on the magnet of the drain plug. So we have a healthy differential gear oil and differential as well. And then while waiting for that one to drain, grab the new gasket plug, and then I already coated it with a little film of differential gear oil and put it onto the drain plug. Also make sure that you clean off the magnet on the drain plug as well. And then reinstall the drain plug. Once you have cleaned it up, you have your 24mm socket and then tighten it. So once you feel it snug, just give it a little turn and you're all good. Alright, so now grab your differential gear oil, open it up as well as your pump, and then remove the filler plug and we'll start filling up this differential, rear differential. Also make sure that you remove the old gasket from the differential housing and then fill your differential. Alright, so it started dripping already, so we're already good with filling up the differential, rear differential. Once you're done filling it up, put the new gasket on the filler plug and then reinstall the filler plug. Also make sure that the filler plug hole is clean as well, clean from any dirt or debris, and then tighten the filler plug until the gasket or crush washer gets crushed or flattened. So now for the front differential is located here above this second half or other half of the engine bay undercover. So you just need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8 12mm bolts to remove this plate. Once you have removed that, you could easily access your front differential, specifically the drain plug. Then just don't forget to remove the 2 other bolts on this end, and then you could slide it off and move it out of the way. So from this point on, it's very similar with the rear differential, but only this time you will have to use a 10mm Allen wrench to open the filler and drain plug of the front differential. So as always open the filler plug first to check if you could open it before you drain the fluid. And now it's time to open the drain plug of the front differential. So we'll be using the same 10mm Allen wrench, and also make sure that your pan is ready to catch that used differential gear oil. So yeah, but first it's a little tough. Once you crack that loose, just loosen it all the way and start draining your differential gear oil. Then looking at our drain plug, we don't have any sort of large chunk of metal. It's all tiny pieces. So our front differential is still in good condition. Once you have cleaned it up, just install or put the new gasket on. So this is the part number for the front differential, filler, and drain plug gasket. So make sure to remove the old one from the plugs, or if it's not on the plug, make sure to check on the differential housing and remove that old gasket. Once we're all good, make sure to clean that up and reinstall the drain plug. Alright, once you're all good, you tightened it up, time to fill it up. Alright, so once it started overflowing, you're pretty much good. Then make sure to clean the filler plug as well and then install the new gasket. So here's the part number for the gasket plug of the filler plug. So the drain plug and filler plug of the front differential has different gasket types. And reinstall the filler plug. So once it's snug, give it a little turn and you're pretty good. Alright, so we're done with the front differential gear oil. Just don't forget to put back the engine undercover right here, or the skid plate, and you're pretty much good to go. Alright, and then don't just forget to properly dispose your used oil. So this is the advantage of having this kind of drain pan. to catch all of your used oil and then properly or cleanly fill them up or pour them over on used bottles. So these are the gear oil that I got from the differentials. So this one is from the front and this one is from the rear, and this one is the new differential gear oil. So I'm not sure if you could notice, but the front differential gear oil is darker than the rear. I'm not sure why is that, but yeah, that's what we got from draining the old differential gear oil from the differentials, front and rear. Then for the transfer case gear oil, you'll be needing a Toyota Genuine transfer case gear oil LF75W. But same with the differential gear oil LT, that's not also readily available here in the Philippine market. And it's also expensive if you ever find one. So a good substitute will be this Redline MTLV, which has or a similar rating with the Toyota transfer case gear oil LF. So it's a 70W or 75W GL4 transmission or transaxle gear oil. So if you can't also find this one or it's not available, some Toyota Casa or dealership are using the same differential gear oil that you use on your differentials, front and rear. But you could also use any other GL4 gear oil for your transfer case. And then the rest, similar tools, 24mm, and then the pump, drain, brake cleaner, gloves, and also the gaskets. So let's start by removing the skid plate or UBP of the transfer case. So this one is already an aftermarket one, which is an ARB skid plate or UBP, but it's very similar with the stock setup. So just remove the bolts held in by 12mm bolts, and then we could access the drain and filler plug of the transfer case. Alright, so same story with the differential. Open the filler plug first. Make sure that you have your drain pan underneath to catch any of the dripping differential or transfer case gear oil, and grab your ratchet and socket and your 24mm socket and break that open, the filler plug first. And if it's stiff as the differential plugs, grab your breaker bar and then break that loose. Make sure that it's properly seated so that you don't round your plugs, and turn counterclockwise. So we broke the filler plug open. Now time to start draining the transfer case gear oil. So make sure that your drain pan is placed underneath and then crack that open. Alright, and open that one. You could also open your filler plug for a smoother draining. There. And just wait for it to completely drain out. So I just noticed that the differential, or rather the transfer case gear oil, is not as thick as the differential gear oil. So it's a little smoother, somewhat an ATF, but not really same viscosity as the ATF. So yeah, transfer case, really a different fluid from the differential gear oil. Alright, so once that's done draining, install the new gasket on the filler plug. Of course, clean it as well as the surface of the drain plug, and then reinstall the drain plug. Make sure that you switch that and then tighten it clockwise until the gasket gets crushed, or the crush washer gets crushed. Once it's snug, give it a little turn and you're good. Then just do another cleaning of the drain plug. Alright, so now time to fill the transfer case. So I'll be using this old soap dispenser that I thoroughly cleaned out before putting in the transfer case gear oil. So my other syringe was defective, that's why I'm using this one. Alright, so just fill it up 1 liter or until this until the transfer case gear oil starts dripping from the filler bolt or filler plug. But this, so yeah, this will take time. Just bear with it. Alright, so once the gear oil, transfer case gear oil started coming out from the filler plug, then that's the time that it's already full, or indicator that it's already full. So after that, grab your filler plug and then install the new gasket on your filler plug. And then install the filler plug. Once it's snug, give it a little more turn. And you're good. So we're done changing the transfer case gear oil. So this is the old one and this is the new one. So this one is the original Toyota transfer case gear oil and this one is the Red Light MT-LV. So I'm not sure if it's because of the brand. They might have like a different color for their gear oil, but it seems like the old one is really dirty because it's really dark, unlike with the new transfer case gear oil, which is kind of opaque or rather transparent and very clean or clear. So yep, that's a quick look on the difference of the new transfer case gear oil. So you should replace your front and rear differential gear oil every 40,000 kilometers as per owner's manual. And then for the transfer case gear oil, if you are off-roading, like driving on rough and muddy roads or road with melted snow, or if you have a lot of weight at your vehicle, like you have a rooftop tent, canopy, and other heavy accessories, then you should do it every 40,000 kilometers. So that's how you change your transfer case gear oil as well as your front and rear differential gear oil. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it and subscribe if you haven't, so that you'll be updated on our upcoming DIY videos and other car related content. So guys, thanks for watching and see you on the next vid. Bye!